Hey guys, it's AG.AshGirl1904 and I'm here with Kit. So as you guys know, I have been trying really hard to finish the AG2 videos that I'm behind on. Because I am behind. My goal is to get a lot of AG2 videos done. I only have 4 more shifts at work. It is currently May 19th, aka Kit's birthday. 2025 and I only have 4 more shifts at Joann's and then I'm done. My full-time job is the AG-tuber era, like Rachel from Alice in Dollars. Same girl's name. But so I just wanted to jump on here and talk about Chicago, because I know everyone's been like the Chicago vids. Before I like do the vlog, the crusty vlog, because I'm not very good at vlogging, that you guys will see in the next video. There was a lot of stuff that I did to prep for Chicago, because Chicago is not an easy feat. I live 4 hours away from Chicago. It took a long time to convince my family to go because, fun fact, I don't drive yet. I'm going to a driving school for disabled drivers very soon in September. But I don't drive. And even if I did drive, I feel like my mom would be like, oh my gosh, do not go to Chicago by yourself. I'm gonna cry because, oh my gosh, like the big city, like Anne is so brave for driving. Like if I was like Megan had a husband, I'd be like, husband, drive me here. But I don't. So I instead of being like Anne and just being like going solo, I went with my family because I do that a lot. And you know, even so, like I love my family. My family does like everything with me, so it's kind of like it's fun that way, you know. Like I'm not like embarrassed like, oh, my family had to drive me. No, like I love my family. But it took my dad a long time to convince him to actually let me go to Chicago, because I know Meg and Anne went, I feel like it was November, maybe, I don't know, it was sometime, and Dad's like, no. And this was like, again, so this would have been like 2023, and I believe that was the last benefit sale, because I was like, well, Dad, like, if you don't let me go to Chicago, because he's like, you know, it's a dangerous city, and, you know, the crime rate, and the, yeah. So he was like, I'm like, well, Dad, what would you let me go to Wisconsin and we could go to the benefit sale? He's like, yeah, that'd be, you know, doable. I'll think about that. So I was like, yeah. And then benefit sales like, this is our last benefit sale. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, so I remember the video came out of Meg and Anne, and I sat there crying because I love my friends, but also crying because I couldn't be there. And I was like, Dad, see, my friends are all there except me. And so he did feel kind of bad. And he was like, Dad, can I please go to Chicago one day? Like, if we were able to go when I was 11, like why can't I go now? Like I know whatever, but like I wanted to go to Chicago so frickin' badly because I'd only gone to Chicago, I mean like at this point 3 times. I went once when I was 11, once to visit my ex-bestie cousin, and we briefly just like walked past the American Girl store, and I was like, oh my gosh, in 2016. And then when I went last year. So I'd only been to Chicago 3 other times, and I just like really wanted to go. That is now the closest AG store to me, and my friends are going, and I was like, this is not a want, this is a need, Dad. So we all went, and it was really fun. It was kind of like our vacation. For Chicago, what we did was, we were like, oh, let's all dress up. Like hands down, dress up, yeah. We were kind of like, man, what should we dress up as? Like, should we do like historical, or should we do like, you know, and it kind of fell on like, let's do girl of the year. So I was like, okay, I'll pick a comfy outfit that I like. Obviously you guys have already seen these pictures. So I decided to dress like Kanani in her Aloha outfit, which was really fun and cute. I loved making it. Yeah, she's still in frame. So I don't have the pants out right now, but like, so this is the shirt and this is my shirt. I know I'm throwing off the white balance, but so basically what I did was took a picture of this with my good camera and took the picture in Photoshop and used the magic eraser tool, got rid of all the excess, the white that I didn't need. I did that and printed it on iron transfer paper and ironed it on. So I did, and I don't know what happened. Like, the colors just turned out a little wonky. They are still a little wonky. Like, as you guys will see, I'll show you guys. As you guys can see, like, that's the original shirt. The H is supposed to be purple, and it came out a weird orange. That L is supposed to be purple. That came out a, I don't know, like a funky color orange. Everything else turned out okay though, so I was just kind of like, oh, I mean that green's like a little more green where that's more teal. And I remember I've done iron transfers a bajillion times, and I peeled it off and I was like, why does it look like this? And I tried it on, and yeah. So I was like, you know what? Oh well, I like it. It's cool. And it is cute. I like it. Like, you know, I feel like if I didn't point the differences out to you guys would be like, yup, that's exactly Kanani's shirt. And I'd be like, totally, yeah, don't look at it up close. So yeah, it was really cute. I loved matching. Obviously I brought Mini Ashley with me. I was thinking about Kanani, but then I was like, but Mini Ashley. And my family were all bringing their minis, so I was like, well, I have to bring Mini Ashley now. And then I was like, maybe I should bring a doll, but I was planning on buying a doll. So then I was like, I can't bring 2 dolls, and yeah. So I was just like, you know what, Mini Ashley, and she's gonna be like cosplaying Kanani, like me. So I thank my girl Kanani for letting me borrow her clothes from Mini Ashley. Another thing I did was use this scarf as the belt. So I don't know about you guys, but my mom has a box of scarves. Like, you know, like how moms wore like scarves in like the mid-2000s, 2010s? Yeah, my mom tried that and did that, and my grandma gave her a lot of scarves, and so this was a scarf. But it's like perfect. I mean, like I know Kanani's pants belt thing, which I wore that style as a kid. So I thought it was kind of funny, just, you know, like, yeah, that would definitely have been an outfit I would have worn as a child. This was perfect. Kanani's more purpley, pinky blues flowers. These are just like a Hawaiian print, so I was like, you know what, it works out. And so I just popped some stitches through this whole thing. It's very, very long, and used it as a belt, and I loved it. It was super cute. The pants I'm wearing are my mom's old capris. It has this cute little design on the bottom. I was like, I actually liked it. Like, I liked the fit. I liked it. Like, and like Meg and Anne and Jake, they're all so cute. Like Jake had the little like Joss thing on his shirt because he was Joss, and then Meg was Nikki, and wore that like hiking outfit she has with the super cute shirts, or the shirt, and then the khaki like cargo pants. And then Anne was Mia. My girl was wearing like a long sleeve like winter outfit in the summer. She's so brave, and I was like, girl, what Miss sweltering. But like she had the skirt and the tennis shoes, and it was so cute. I loved them. They were so adorable. Lissa was gonna dress as Krista, but then like we couldn't really find anything that like worked well, and then last minute she was just like, I just want to be comfy. So Liz was just wearing comfy clothes. But it was really fun to dress as Kanani. So another thing I did was I made this bracelet. Kanani, like in that outfit, came with a little bracelet. It's just like a little pink elastic with a little bead and these 2 little like plastic shell looking things. And so I took it one step further, being the Joann's nerd crafter that I am, and made this bracelet. So I got these beads at Joann's, obviously, string beads. These were old, like the shells at the side. Those were shells from like an old ankle bracelet of my mom's. Again, this looks really like red on camera, but this is just like cotton, like hemp kind of cord, and I just put in that zigzaggy bracelet formation, and voila, made Kanani's bracelet for a human. So t-shirt, check, did t-shirt. The other thing I did was a book bag. So I love Meg and Anne. I'm just gonna, you guys just gonna hear that a lot because it's true. Like they're so cool. They're so fun. They have, like Anne had that backpack, like that was the old girl today, because she's a girl today girly. And it was like the metallic one, and she put it all in there. And then I think Meg has the like flowery one that was more like the 2007 kind of Truly Me vibes. And I was like, I want a backpack to put my doll in. But I'm also a worrier, and I didn't want to have my doll be stolen. Because I got a lot of anxiety around that kind of stuff. So even though we were literally only there for less than a day, we drove there in one day, drove back, and we weren't even in the city that much, I still wanted to feel like I had a backpack that could carry all my stuff and my doll. Even though I carried Minnie Ashley in my arms mostly, but like when it came time to buy the doll, you know, I carry a backpack with me everywhere I go. Ever since I went to Disney and got a Loungefly, I put everything in my backpack. My water, my meds, my daily meds, my emergency meds, my spare meds, like anything, like band-aids, pads, nail filer. I carry everything in that book bag, and that is my purse, and like I take that everywhere I go. That is my grab bag. My like headphones and my fidgets are in there, my wallet. Like, I carry everything in a book bag. So I was like, okay, when I go to Chicago, I'm gonna get a book bag. And that's gonna hold my stuff in it, but also look cute and stylish. So I made a little book bag. I got this book bag on Amazon. And you know, again, I knew it had to be bigger than 18 inches. And so I was like, you know, really tall, 18-inch plus book bag, 20-inch book bag. And most of them were kind of like weird, expensive ones. And I was like, no. But I did finally find one. If you guys want the link, let me know, because you guys probably don't want it, but like, you know, you never know. And I had bought all of those stony, you know, the AG patches when they were on sale. Yeah, I bought all those. Because I love the historical girls. Those are my girls. Those are how I got into AG. And yeah, so here's a little like process of me making it.
So this is voiceover Ashley. So this here is my book bag. This is what it looked like. It was like a mountain logo on there, and I seam ripped that off because I needed it to be a smooth surface for my patches. They're called chenille patches, the poofy things. Yeah, those I also got from Amazon. Which is kind of funny because AG like makes those patches now, which I just think is hilarious that I kind of manifested that again. But yep, there's all the Stony Clover ones. They look so cute. Put them in chronological order. All the 6 OG girlies. They have that really strong tape on the back, but the stars didn't. Those were iron-ons. So I eventually just glued those because I was not sticking an iron on that awkward surface there. So yeah, I had to peel the back off. I was like kind of nervous that like, oh, maybe it like wouldn't stick as well, but you know, it worked enough. It's not like I'm picking at them or, you know, people are picking at them, you know. So I think it turned out really good. Like, yeah, they come off easily because, you know, I had to recenter them and stuff there. But yeah, I think it turned out really cute, and I was just planning it all out, seeing how it would look. Yep, there's how to peel the backs off those and make sure they were centered. Yeah, it was like it was really nerve-wracking to do, honestly. I was like, oh my gosh, what if one of them ends up all crooked and stuff, and then like, it's gonna look weird. But no, I really like how it turned out, and you know, just making sure the spacing was good for the stars and everything. Like, look how cute it's gonna be. My cat there. But yeah, as you can see, like, if I have to peel it off to recenter it, I can. So, but I just made sure they were really, really pressed on there, and so that they would stay. And they have still stayed today, even though it's like a literal year later. Ah, yes, the full overview. It's so cute. That was kind of hard, making sure those stars were centered. That was the glue I used, tacky glue. Childhood Girl Scout favorite. You need to glue something on with fabric glue, that's your glue you use. So yeah, I literally used that for the stars on there because those didn't have a sticky back. Those were just supposed to be iron-ons. Honestly though, Joann iron-ons kind of sucked, so I would just typically glue it anyways. And if I didn't use tacky glue, I would use this like special glue that was specifically designed for patches, which is kind of cool. And I have both of those in my house at all times because I am one of those Joann crafting nerds. R.I.P. Joann Fabrics. But yeah, I was really, really happy with how it turned out. Like, It's customized, it's personal, it's my own AG book bag.
Yeah, as you can see, this is how the book bag turned out. Oh, so cute. And it has like those like nice shoulder, like this is the, I had a book bag like this through my whole like a whole school year. And if I was like that nerd, I definitely, if I would have not been embarrassed to like dolls and I was in high school, I definitely would have done this and walked around high school with this, just so you guys know. So yeah, we got these, I don't remember what they're called. Chennai. They're the poofy letters. And then I have gold, and I like glued those on. And these are stars from Joann's. And then I got all the historical girls and little stars there. And they're all in order of chronological order. And then I got these carabiners, so I could like lock my book bag essentially. Like, this would have totally been good if I was doing what I did when I was 12 and like walking around the city. I would have totally been safe with this because these carabiners would save me from theft. And I didn't walk around the city, but it's okay. I still wanted them, and I thought they were cool because they're stars. They're so cute. So Mini Ashley fits, any doll can fit in this. And yeah, like I remember wearing it, and Megan and Ann were like, "Oh my gosh, girl, your backpack!" I was like, "Thanks," and I loved it. Yeah, I need to use it more. I do. There's a charging port in here, and containers for your waters, and it's just like nice. Like if I'm going hiking and want to take a doll with me, I can do that now. Like, if I am going someplace and like do not want to carry a luggage, I can use my backpack because I love backpacks. My backpack. So here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you how. There's so many pockets on here. I'm like, what? Where? Who does Fitz wear? Here's Kit. She's doing a magic trick. She's going inside the bag, her with her wonky legs. And I want to put her hair. Ta-da! No one has any idea there's an 18-inch doll in here. That was one thing I also did do prep for Chicago. So check on book bag. Another thing I did was make a lot of bracelets. Because y'all know me. My Joann nerd side. So I had texted Megan, Ann, and Jake, and I was like trying to be super casual about it. Hey guys, how many dolls are you bringing? Like, Ann brought 3 dolls. Meg and Jake. There was a lot. Cause like, so my family had 4. They might have had 4. I don't know. As you can see, this was all the dolls we brought with us. So yeah, there's a lot of people, but also like a lot of dolls. So I was like, oh, just ask them because I'll be like, oh, I was maybe thinking of like carrying another doll. Yeah, I don't know what I said, something. And I made everybody friendship bracelets. So yeah, it's just like these red beads and this little like shiny iridescent star. And I had made a bunch of mini ones for the dolls, as you saw in my last video. Mini Lissa has this one. I had made a bunch of bracelets. I made bracelets for all my friends, and as you'll see in my next video, they like open their gifts, and Anne's like, "That's why you asked me how many dolls I had." I'm like, "Yes, yeah." And so yeah, so like I always wear this like to think of my friends and my time with them. So bracelets, check. The last thing I did was clothing. As you guys know, I'm not the best at sewing. I am like a mediocre sewer. I would say if it was like level 1 to level 10, 10 being like Carol who makes my gorgeous doll outfits, I'm like a 2.5. Let's go with 2.5, like. And so I had gotten this smocked fabric from Joann, obviously. Like, where did I put it? This is smocked fabric, so it's already pre-sewn like this at the top, and then it's just this at the long bottom. And so what you would do is like make a dress or like one of those shirts, and like this would, you know, be at the top, and like it was super popular. We had this the year prior, and that stuff sold out like super quickly. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this would be perfect for like doll clothes. That's not super hard to make. Doll clothes, not super hard to make. And so I only have a yard of each fabric, and what you can do is take the top part that has the ruffles, and you could literally get 2 shirts and 2 dresses out of these, because like this part and then like some of the skirt could be a dress. And so for each yard of fabric, and then you just have all this extra to do other stuff with. So with each yard of fabric, I could make 2 like tops and 2 dresses. So that's 4 things from 1 fabric. And I bought a bunch of this fabric, and I was making stuff. So this is what they look like. Obviously, you guys have seen it. They're not the prettiest. Again, don't look up it. I will show you up close, but like, don't look at it up close. So yeah, it's this cute little like shirt, and it's got these little sleeves. And what I like to do, because I did not use elastic in the back or like Velcro, and you can make them versatile. So the sleeves, like the little frilly sleeves, come off. And there's just snaps inside of them. So if you want to be a tube top girl, then you wear the tube top. But if you want to, you know, make a little classy and put the little sleeves on, then you can put them little sleeves on. Deeply inspired by this little like mix and match top that AG had made when I was on hiatus. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make it. So like Minnie Mom wore the like blue one because she had like a shirt that kind of like was blue and floral. Minnie Dad just wore like blue and cargo pants. Dad vibes. And I had made some then for Meg and Ann. And so like for Meg, I made a white dress with little sleeveys and stuff. Here's her beautiful doll, Jody, wearing it. Then I made Anne a top, and this, I can't remember who was in the picture. And so this is the top I made Anne, and this is Addie in the top, which is so cute. I thought that like color worked for her because she's like that earthy vibes, you know? And so yeah, while I was, you know, frantically trying to make tiny bracelets, make doll clothing, make a book backpack, and, you know, adjust to, oh, this is a routine that is changing, there's a lot going on. So, not surprised, we were running late to Chicago, like we always do, because if we meet in person ever, my dear friends on the internet, if we ever meet in person, I will most definitely be like 10 to a half hour maybe late. If something crazy happens, an hour late, but like, you know, like just know that I love you and I don't mean to run late, but I do. Just fun autistic things. But yeah, clothes I made, check. But yeah, it was really fun. Can't wait for you guys to see the videos of it. So the next video after this will be my like montage videos of all of it. I won't be like doing the sit down talking thing with it. I may be doing like, hey guys, this is a voiceover, this is Ashley, you know, like with it, because again, Meg and Ann just pop theirs out, and I'm like, I'll see y'all in a year, and it's almost 1 year. I'm determined that I'm not gonna, it's gonna be done before January 2nd. Like, time is running out, but I'm gonna have that done by January 2nd, before that, so yeah. So next will be like that video, and then video after that will probably be me like the sitting down explaining, and then the haul of what I got and stuff, like, and then stuff. So yeah, more videos coming up soon. Thank you guys for always watching and supporting my channel. Again, I'm really trying out here. I'm gonna be posting a lot of videos. Soon you guys are gonna be sick of me and be like, girl, I miss when you never posted and bothered me on YouTube every 5 seconds. No. But yeah, I'm gonna be posting a lot of stuff. I got a lot of fun stuff in mind, and just excited to just have a break from work and just like chill and have a doll summer. Like, you know how last year we had a brat summer? This is a doll summer. It's an AG summer. So yeah. But yeah, I love you guys. And yeah, just remember that dolls in imagination have no age. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!